where the standings are, only a few games left, kind of have to win them all. We took some calls yesterday from fans who just don't think it's going to happen for you guys this year. What would you say? Right, I know.
That's awesome. That's awesing. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Well, what would you say to try and reinstill faith in the people that are?
I don't need to reinstill faith in anyone. You know, it pisses me off a little bit to hear that, but yeah, you know, we got to win this first one. And Pittsburgh at home, we'll have it in front of our home fans, and yeah, it'll be great. You know, go out there and get that W, and hopefully prove a lot of our people wrong.
How confident are you in the fact that you guys can get this done?
Win the first one? Absolutely. We can get this one done and go beat Pittsburgh and then go from there.
Talk about fanaticals. We even had some calls suggesting firing the head coach yesterday, which is completely crazy. But I wanted to ask you, as a kid growing up, as a fan of whatever team it was, were you ever irrational like some of these fans? Or maybe now you have a favorite team in a different sport that you just go crazy about like some of these idiots here?
No, I don't think I do that.
What was your team growing up? Your favorite team in whatever sport it would be?
Yeah, I grew up. I was in the Bay Area, so it was the Giants, baseball, Warriors basketball, and then the Niners for football. So yeah, I grew up during those Alex Smith years. You know, even before him was really like Jeff Garcia was kind of like my guy when I was really young. And yeah, I was a huge fan.
Dan said something interesting on the morning show about, as a play caller, you get into a game like that and you feel like you do have to score every drive because they're so good offensively. Does that put more pressure on you guys offensively, or do you kind of like those games knowing that?
All right, man, let's talk. So Jared Goff was on 97-1 ticket. You know, they had these media obligations. And for the most part, you know, they asked them, the two old farts that be on there, they got to modernize 97-1 ticket. I mean, CBS in general, the whole Viacom network is old and played out. You know, from, you know, MTV is played out. Who watched that? You know, the only hip thing they got is the Paramount Plus app, and that's because it's an app. The whole interface or the visuals of CBS, you know, it just screams arthritis. If arthritis was a TV channel, CBS would be very indicative of that TV channel. You know what I'm saying? It's arthritis, man. It's old people. As soon as you hear CBS music or you hear 97-1 a ticket, what it remind you of? Geritol, Icy Hot, Mothballs. It's just too many old farts on there. It's nothing, you know, too many old farts. You look at Talk Sports Radio, it's just old people. You know what I'm saying? They should transition to like politics or something like that, the AM channel. But he was on there and he was, you know, saying that it was something about fans losing faith in the team, and he was like, it pisses me off. You know, I don't have to reinstill faith in anybody, and you know, we just got to win this one. Man, fuck the Lions. I keep telling y'all that, man. Y'all sit here every year and they dupe y'all every year. They find a new way to lose. I remember they had that punter, Sam Martin. The punter lost the game. Until they do it, I'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? Until they do it, I'll believe it. You can't reinstill nothing that never was there. You know what I'm saying? You can't reinstill nothing that, in our lifetime, it ain't never been there. Y'all never did anything for us to have faith in y'all. So you can't reinstill something that was never there. And, you know, then, you know, the old fart was like, yeah, these idiot fans, look here, man. The very same fans that keep your bitch ass on the radio. And yeah, I meant that. Yeah, sometimes you got to get ignorant or belligerent. The very same fans that y'all keep raising them ticket prices up, you know, on, and y'all been bad for so long. Y'all shouldn't raise the ticket price up on the fan that come to them stadiums. All them years, and a lot of them same fans kept their season tickets, kept their faith, which never should have been there. You know, that's what kills me. Like, the product ain't been trashed in our whole lifetime. Like, y'all just won a division for the first time ever since it's been the NFC North last season. What are we talking about faith? What faith are we reinstilling? I mean, what faith have you instilled? It is mind-boggling to me. You know, it's mind-boggling to me. Y'all shouldn't disrespect the fan. It's in any other logical world, The Lions would have been forced to sell the team or forced to relocate if anybody had an ounce of pride or an ounce of sense in this great state of Michigan. If anybody had an ounce of pride. It ain't like we live in no deserted island, like it ain't shit to do in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. This team should have been forced to sell their franchise. This team should have been forced to at least or relocate. It should have been happening. But no, these people keep going to them stadiums, keep paying them high-ass prices. You enabling bad behavior, just like a lot of these new age parents out here. Just let him keep his diaper on until he stop peeing on himself. He's fucking in the 2nd grade. You feel me? Y'all instilling bad behavior. You come in, your mother missed 10 straight birthdays. She make the 11th and missed the next 10 of them. Does that make up for everything? It better been a hell of 11th birthday to make up for everything. You know? That's the Detroit Lions. Us and the Cleveland Browns, they had unwavering support. Through good times, through bad times. And mostly through terrible and trash times. So you can't reinstill something that was never there. Everybody giving their last few tickets away. But y'all go down there, y'all pay these high-ass prices, y'all give them, y'all make them seem like they doing something good. It is what it is. In my opinion, they struck lightning in a bottle. If Goff can do it in LA and Stafford about to do it twice, who got fleeced in the trade? Who got fleeced? You wouldn't trade Calvin, you wouldn't trade Barry, but you traded Matthew Stafford to where he wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened. It's crazy. But I feel him. It's personal and all that, The city fucking with them, they rocking with them, But for the most part, everybody know that window closed. Now, it ain't saying they can't reopen it. Open up a new window, but that window closed. And if Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are too arrogant to make adjustments, so be it. They gonna win. They're not gonna win. Every year, it ain't no anomaly. Anomaly is not something that happens every year. Injuries. But we'll see. I understand for him it's personal and he feel a certain type of way. I get it more than most. But homeboy, you can't reinstill nothing that ain't never been there. You can't. If it ain't y'all choking, if it ain't y'all bad coaching, if it ain't a bunch of injury-prone players y'all keep bringing in, it's the refs. It's obvious that the NFL is not a fan of Detroit. I think that's obvious. Every Detroit team had to take it. You know what I'm saying? And if it was ever a year where the National Football League was down and felt fixed, it was this year. But, it is what it is, what it ain't. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, the whole nine. Everything inside the link tree. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, please.